Hey guys, it's Kyla at the MJC, and I am here today to finish off the proposed parenting plan with you guys. But before I get started, as always, just a reminder that nothing in this video is intended to be legal advice. It's a video, so I'm not able to analyze your specific situation or to determine whether this form is appropriate in your situation, whether a court is likely to approve what you're asking for, or whether what you're asking for is in your best interest. So if you have questions about any of those things, I definitely recommend getting some legal advice. You can get brief legal advice for free through the Marquette Volunteer Legal Clinics here in Milwaukee County. If you're not located in Milwaukee County, you can contact the clerk of court for your county to find out what resources are available in your area. All right, so let's get going on this. Here, under the religious upbringing section, if you want to propose that your children be raised in a specific religion, you can click number 1 and then write in the religion here. So it can be, Catholic, or it can be Christian or Muslim or Islam or, Buddhist, Confucianism, whatever religion you would like to put, you can put in there. If you do not have a specific religious affiliation planned, you can put in 2. And I should also note, I obviously mentioned big religions, but you can also, if you have a specific denomination, so, Lutheran or Baptist or something like that, you can put that as well. So down here, if you have no religious affiliation, you can check that box. Again, John and Jane are fictional people, so I don't think they have a strong religious affiliation. Down here, this is maintaining contact with the other parent, so how you are going to help the child maintain contact with the other parent. If you're going to have periods of placement, even if they're just at reasonable times, reasonable notice, you can check number 1. If you plan to let the child and the other person talk via phone, you can check number 2. And you can check as many of these as apply. So if in Jane and John's situation, they're going to have periods of placement and phone contact, they can check that. If the child and the other person can exchange cards and letters, or you want them to be allowed to do that while they're with you, you can check 3. Again, if they can exchange emails while the child is with you, 4. If you're going to provide the other parent with copies of the kids' school projects while they are with you, 5. If you're going to provide pictures of the kids participating in activities, if they do soccer or art or whatever, you'll do 6. If you're willing to help the child buy a gift for the other parent's birthdays or holidays, that'd be number 7. If you're willing to help assist the child write a letter to the other parent if they need help, that's going to be number 8. Number 9 is if you plan to create your own personal website for posting pictures, letters, and other information. I have to admit we don't get that very often, but if you want to, you can check that one as well. I'm not going to because I don't think John and Jane are that ambitious. Number 10 is if you have some other way that you're going to help the other child the other parent keep in contact with the child. And then last but not least, this section is about resolving disagreements. So obviously, when you have joint custody, you guys are supposed to work together to try and come to major decisions. But what if you just can't? You have tried talking until you are blue in the face, and you guys are not going to agree on this. You can go through this, and this is another one where you can check as many as apply, as long as they don't conflict with each other, and you can say how you'll resolve disagreements. So if one parent has primary placement, you could check number 1 and say whoever has primary placement will decide. So in our situation, that would be Jane would decide. You could say the parent who has placement at the time of the disagreement will decide. So maybe that would be, if the kids are with John, John decides. If the kids are with Jane, Jane gets the final say. You could say the parent who usually made this type of decision in the past before your divorce case started will make the decision. You can also check any of these. You could say that you're going to review the issues from the other parent's or kid's standpoint and maybe reconsider your own. You could say that you're going to make sure that your opposition is in good faith and it's in the best interest of the children. It's not a situation where maybe you are annoyed with the other parents, you're trying to spite them, and you're not agreeing just because you're trying to make them mad rather than because it's what's best for the kids. You can say that you're going to determine whether maybe the kids are trying to manipulate you, because great news, when you're divorced, kids are pretty smart and they may figure out, they can pit you guys against each other. So you can make sure they're not doing that. 7 is saying, you will ask for assistance from friends, relatives, clergy, anyone else who could be neutral and fair. Number 8, you could propose a specific third party neutral that you think could be fair. And number 9 would be if you plan to contact the court's family mediation program. And if none of that works for you, 10 is where you could write in other. So in our situation, we're going to say that John and Jane want to say whoever has the kid at the time will decide. And they're also going to do all of these different things to make sure that their disagreement is in good faith. Then down here, you're going to fill in whoever filled this one out. You'll put their name. And then what we typically do is, if you are joint, we just have the other person sign over here. So create like a little signature block for yourself. Sign here, write your name, put your address, your email address, phone number, date, just like it has here. Just sort of create a block for yourself if you guys are joint. If you are filing separately, you do not need to get the other person to sign this. And every time I forget Jane's address. You'd think I'd get it at some point, but I'm still forgetting it. There we go. 206. And emails Jane Doe. No, it's .edu, isn't it? I can remember the email, but not the phone. Or not the address for some reason. All right, so that is all of that. Thank you guys for watching this video on the proposed parenting plan. I hope that it was helpful for you. If you do have additional questions, you can always get in touch with us. We are located in room G9 of the Milwaukee County Courthouse. At least that's where you can find us during non-pandemic times. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you all go out and represent yourselves well.